found, and this is something I don't like, is where the advisor will charge a fee and then they will farm it out to a separate management company who also charges the fee, and then you find out that they're buying mutual funds inside that managed account, and those charge a fee, and what we're doing is we're layering up all these fees to the confusion of the investor, maybe like this gal where she's got this jargon that she's trying to work through. What I really like to see advisors do is just break this down. Break it down into simple terms that a client can understand, a listener can understand. But the other thing is concentrate on lowering fees. Just like we want to lower your taxes, we want to make sure that you're paying as little as you're allowed to pay, because that's also going to take some of the headwinds off of your investment performance, lower expectations, but lower the fees. I've seen accounts like variable annuities, my gosh, disaster. I've seen them charge in excess of 6% per year in fees. When you look at contract fees and all the riders and then the investments, and then you've got maybe an advisor that's also taking some money from that, charging fees. You got to be careful with these things. You got to focus on the fees.
Right.
All right, so Jeremiah, you got another one.
Yeah, so another question out of our local listener area, Treasure Valley, here in Boise, out of KBOI. Mark is asking, I'll summarize it because again, kind of a long question. I have some losses, or I have some positions that have suffered a loss thus far this year inside of my IRA. Do you suggest selling these to benefit me from the tax?
Okay, so tax deferral. And tax deferral inside of the IRA is known as a qualified account. And if you think about this, you got three different things that happen in the timeline inside of an IRA. You put the money in, it's going to go in regular traditional IRA, 401k, it's going to go in pre-tax. And then when you buy and sell things, it happens tax deferred. Nothing is reported to the IRS. They don't care if you made a gain or a loss because you can't deduct it. You're not going to have to pay taxes on the gain. And then when you take the money out, the taxable event is finally going to happen. It's going to be taxable as income on whatever you pull out of it. Now this is reversed with the Roth. So the money goes in, it's already been taxed, you earned it, after-tax money on the contribution side of it. Then when you buy and sell things, again, it's just going to be tax deferred, and when you take the money out, it's tax-free. So tax loss harvesting inside of an IRA is moot.
You can't do it.
There's nothing to do.
Yeah, I mean, if you sold a loser inside of your IRA, you're strictly losing it because you no longer want to hold that position, right? There's no benefit from you booking a loss in your IRA. That booking a loss does not exist. You're not in theory booking it. Now, if you have a non-qualified account, meaning an account that's titled under your name, it's titled under your name and your spouse's name, like
or a trust name, or your business.
Now we're talking about taking advantage, being strategic with what we were talking about in the beginning of the program. If you're not prepared for what is a likely outcome, not a surprise to see a market down in a year, what are things that you can do to help you be successful? Tax loss harvesting is one of those where you can in fact identify those losers, sell them, book the loss. Make sure, however, you do not purchase that same stock or that same position under 30 days, or else that loss will be disallowed.
I've got an example of that. I got really lucky with an option contract here recently. I put $2,000 into it somehow. Got lucky on it. I sold it for $10,000. So I have an $8,000 gain in it, right? Well, I got some big losses in some other stocks that exceed the $8,000. So if I don't want to have to pay taxes on that gain for that option contract, all I have to do is sell one of my other positions and take at least an $8,000 loss. And then when you put that on your spreadsheet, you net zero, and I owe no money in taxes. That is tax loss selling, and if you're not thinking about harvesting your losses, you should be. This is Real Money Pros. Thank you, Jeremiah.
Thanks, Brian.
Real Money Pros is hosted by Brian Wiley and other team members of Tree City Advisors of Apollo, a DBA of Apollo Wealth Management, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Advisory services offered through Apollo Wealth Management. The Real Money Pros and Tree City of Apollo do not hold affiliations with any of the firms or non-advisor professionals participating on this program. Log into the realmoneypros.com to contact the host for advice, show archives, material, and more. This program is brought to you by the quality sponsors heard within this broadcast.
This open enrollment, start making meaningful progress towards your long-term financial goals. Did you know that a health savings account, or HSA, is the most tax-advantaged account in the U.S.? Contributions are tax-deductible, which reduces your total taxable income. Withdrawals for eligible health expenses are also tax-free. And last, capital gains on investments are also tax-free. Did we also mention that it's free for individuals? Visit livelyme.com/pro today. That's livelyme.com/pro.
As we get older, the complexities of our financial lives tend to increase that may cause changes to the tax, estate, insurance, and investment environment. The advisors of Apollo Wealth Management share a single mission to enrich the lives of others through collaborative financial planning and guidance. Apollo Wealth Management has a network of advisors around the country, each with a unique experiences that come together with the desire to provide excellent advisory services. To find the right advisor, contact The Real Money Pros. That's TheRealMoneyPros.com.
Thanks to your product, I've lost 65 pounds. So I've been using your product since 2017. It's weigh 245 pounds, so I'm very happy being under 200 pounds. It gives me energy, and I was taking since day one the Andrew 400 Max. It helped me lose the fat. I mean, really fast. In 3 months, I lost 65 pounds. I'm 63 years old, and I'm very happy with the product.
Congratulations, Antonio, on losing 65 pounds in 3 months and keeping that belly fat off for over 6 years with Andro 400 Max. Guys, if you're looking for a great way to lose belly fat, gain energy, and improve your mood, then Andro 400 Max is for you. Andro 400 is safe and natural and helps men like Antonio not only reach their weight loss goals, but also help keep that belly fat off for good. So kickstart your goals today. Go to andro400.com and get free shipping and discounts only on andro400.com. That's andro400.com.
From the grapevine to the bay, News Talk 5DA 1059F KNJ presents Luxury News.
The Israeli Defense Force holds a briefing. I'm Ann Carrick, Fox News. IDF to detail its efforts trying to keep civilians out of harm's way in Gaza.
IDF Admiral Daniel Hagari reminding the world Sunday of Israel's viewpoint concerning its war with Hamas.
We're at war with Hamas, not with the civilians in Gaza.
With Israel facing criticism for growing civilian casualties in Gaza, Hagari reiterated that the Israelis should drop millions of flyers urging people to evacuate and actually making phone calls in Arabic to the area to spread the word.
But Hamas is actively moving to a safer area.
And that Hamas continues to hide behind those civilians.
This isn't just a terror attack. Human shields are a key pillar in Hamas's operation.
The war will enter its second month this week. Kevin Ureski, Fox News.
Two surprise visits by U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken in the occupied West Bank and then earlier today in Baghdad, Iraq.
It was very important to send a very clear message to anyone who might seek to take advantage of the conflict in Gaza to threaten our personnel here or anywhere else in the region. Don't do it.
Blinken meeting with the Palestinian Authority president who called for an immediate end to the Israel-Hamas war. The secretary saying a ceasefire would benefit only militant Hamas. Blinken and Mahmoud Abbas meeting in the city of
Hazard
Ramallah.
reported ahead.
The president beached Delaware for the weekend while there was a lot of activity at the White House. Pro-Palestinian protesters smeared paint in attention to climb the exterior gates of wrought iron gates at the White House. Participants learned that just one arrest in that was made. Demonstrators voiced anger for the president's support of Israel and lack of support for a ceasefire. Fox's Alexandria Hoff reporting. Americans listening to Fox News. Russia has tested a long-range missile capable of carrying nuclear warheads.
Russia announcing that test on Sunday of an ICBM designed to carry nuclear warheads from a new nuclear submarine.
The Imperator Alexander III's strategic missile cruiser firing the Bulava missile from an underwater position Russia's northern White Sea and hitting a target in the far eastern region of Kamchatka. No word as to exactly when that test took place. The Imperator Alexander III is one of a new class of nuclear submarines that can carry 16 Bulava missiles each. Paul Stevens, Fox News. 11 members dead, 5 others wounded, including children, after a shooting in Cincinnati. A deadly gunfire erupted Friday night just before 9:30 p.m. in Cincinnati's West End. The city's police chief, Ceres, said the 11-year-old was pronounced dead at the scene. 5 others, including juveniles, were hurt. The chief shares the city's anger over the deadly gun violence.
This is the lunch rush at your local deli. Orders are flying in. On your phone and in person.
Order for Nick.
So is it possible that fast internet can help your business outrun the rush? It is with Comcast Business. Up-leveling your speed with gig speed Wi-Fi, powering all your devices, and fast downloads and uploads, powered by the next generation 10G network. With Comcast Business, next level speed isn't just possible, it's happening. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security for $59.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. Plus, ask how to get an $800 prepaid card with a qualifying internet bundle. Call or go online to learn more. Ends 11/12/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payment. Use 50 megabits per second internet and security X customers only. Equipment taxes and fees extra. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and compatible router.
It was never supposed to be this way. After a lifetime of hard work, our senior citizens should not be left alone in long-term care. This is why the Ombudsman program at Valley Caregivers is so important. Make a difference. Sign up for the next Ombudsman training class. It could be the most rewarding thing you've ever done. Volunteer today. Call 224-9177. Program funded by private donations and a grant from the Fresno Madera Area Agency on Aging.
For over 40 years, the Marjorie Mason Center has provided hope and healing to countless women, men, and children impacted by domestic violence. Today, the need is far greater than what our current center can accommodate. We're building a new community resource center that will double our service capacity, provide physical and emotional safety, and meet the unique needs of survivors and their children. Linda and Stuart Resnick, through the wonderful company, will match up to $1 million now through November 15th. Give now at mncenter.org.
Hey, welcome. You're listening to the Best of the Ben Shapiro Show from this week. Today's show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Thousands of my listeners have already secured their network data. Join them at expressvpn.com/Ben Shapiro. In 1968, at the beginning of the Lunar New Year, Viet Cong violated a temporary ceasefire by launching a major invasion across South Vietnam. The offensive, a military catastrophe aboard the Viet Cong, essentially defenestrated them as a serious fighting force in South Vietnam and ended with them retreating from all captured territory. The military loss, however, was not the real story. The real story was America's media. Walter Cronkite, America's most trusted news anchor, was in actuality a partisan leftist, but he masqueraded as an objective journalist. And so, on receiving news of the Tet Offensive, Cronkite went on the air and proceeded to inform the American people that the war in Vietnam was being lost. He flew to Vietnam to investigate the situation himself, and upon his return, he said this.
It seems now more certain than ever that the bloody experience of Vietnam is to end in a stalemate. This summer's almost certain standoff will either end in real give and take negotiations or terrible escalation. And for every means we have to escalate, the enemy can match us. That applies to invasion of the North, the use of nuclear weapons, or the mere commitment of 100 or 200 or 300,000 more American troops to the battle.